Hello. In this video, I want to talk about stress. And obviously, there's some good aspects of stress. There's, if you can have the positive forms of stress, then it's actually good and almost necessary that you experience those things or that you experience stress because life is life has difficulties, and if you aren't experiencing stress, then it means you may be hiding from those challenges, perhaps. But I think that a lot of the stress, the negative stress that people feel, comes as a result of something unnecessary, which is desire. And I think that one of the worst feelings is persistent stress, where it feels like we're in a situation where there's not much that we can do. We just have to experience the negative emotion of stress because our situation requires it. But at least for me, in the situation that I currently exist in, I think a lot of my stress can be avoided if I avoid the desire of things that I don't really need. Because, and I suppose I'm specifically talking about financial stress, but I think that that is ultimately the source of most people's stress, is just having to deal with managing their resources effectively. And of course, there's other forms of stress that arrive, but a lot of that stress, I think, comes as a result of the disbalance that exists because of the stress that comes from basically managing resources or making money. And I just feel like there isn't that much, and I've made a video about this previously, but there isn't that much that people really need to be happy. What you need more than anything is to have an environment that is set up for you to do the things that you want yourself to do. But that doesn't require a lot of money if you set your goals in a certain way. And so I believe that if you make it something that you get joy out of, to not spend money on things that are unnecessary, and you get your joy from things that don't cost much, then your stress will be reduced greatly if you're experiencing financial stress. Of course, I think that there are other types of stress. If you get sick, for example, that if you get some sort of chronic illness or some kind of illness that is life-threatening, then that's going to create a lot of stress. Or somebody that you know, if something like that happens to somebody that you know, that also creates a lot of stress. Like, there's other examples, of course, of stress existing apart from financial reasons. But even in those situations, it's often the financial aspect that really makes it super hard. And then obviously some people get sick just by misfortune. I mean, everybody gets sick by misfortune, but there's a lot that you can do to avoid being sick if you are healthy in your daily life. And I think that if you can remove the financial stress factor, it becomes much easier to exercise and eat healthy. And I understand as well, here's an important thing. Some people are in a situation where they're already not, they don't have things ideally set up for themselves, or let's say they made previous financial decisions that they're still living with. And that creates a lot of difficulty because even if you're doing everything right now, you have to deal with past decisions. For example, if you have a kid or if you have somebody that is relying on you, that can create a lot of stress that can't really be resolved from spending less because you're spending mostly on your needs, which is difficult. But I think that generally, if you lower your desires, there's a lot of stress that you can avoid. So for me, I'm going to college right now. I'm at a junior college or a community college, and I got a job, and I'm working this job at the community college itself. And I'm now making some money. Actually, I started very recently, so I haven't actually gotten any money yet, but I'm making some money, and I'm not doing that with any aim to spend it on anything particular. Really, I'm just doing it to build up a reserve of money because I don't desire that much. And so that really creates a situation where I have a lot of freedom, and I may experience some stress, but ultimately I'm in a great situation because I'm only, I'm making money, but I'm not spending it, and I just feel like I have all that I need, and that this is just something extra, and that really the main value of it isn't the money that I'm making, but the experience of being relied on to do a particular job. And I hope to continue to try to improve so that I can show that I'm a reliable person. But yeah, so I think that that approach of just accepting what you have and really trying to, if there's something that is unideal about your life, not trying to fix it through purchases, but instead trying to fix it through problem solving and coming to conclusions about what steps you can take to change certain things that are unideal. I wish this video was a little more precise. I feel like I want to get back to that, but hopefully, I felt like this was a really important thing for me to solidify in my mind, and so I hope that I was able to do that. But yeah, bye.